What is going on, everybody? How you all doing out there? I hope this video is finding you well. Welcome or welcome back to Get Right On In. My name is Andrew, for those of you who do not know, and today I'm just gonna go over my mid-January wrap-up. This is not gonna be anywhere near as exciting or as crazy as what I went through in December, but I've kind of had a nice month with chilling with my reading and reading like a normal person and not a psycho. I've also done a lot of BookTube binges, so a lot of channels out there probably know how deep I've recently gotten into their archives, but I am still having a great time reading this month, so I will tell you all about what I am going through. Without further ado, let's get right on in. At the moment, to be honest, I haven't even finished a book. I've probably only read like 500 or 600 pages this month, but it's fine. I'm not really that worried about it because by the end of the month, I will still have lots of books finished. I don't know. I'm stressed out because Storygraph is letting me know how far behind I already am on my reading goals for the year, and I just need for them to calm down. But the first book that I will be finishing will be The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I am almost done. I've only got like 80 pages left or so. This is a buddy read that I am doing over on the Shelf Space Discord. I really enjoyed this book. It is very tense. It is definitely a good thriller. Michael Crichton is an amazing writer. I do not think that I like this book more than Jurassic Park, but I think that's also fine because so far it's still sitting at a pretty solid 4 for me on this one. I did also listen to just the Jurassic Park audiobook, and I do feel like there's a little bit of a difference in actually being able to read the physical book like this, so I'd love to be able to do the same for Jurassic Park one day. But yeah, this is definitely has a couple of scenes that have had my heart like pumping, and I really enjoyed this book a lot. It's the only Jurassic Park movie I haven't seen, which I hear is fine, so I'm probably not gonna go out and watch it when I'm done, but at least the book was worthwhile. Next up, I'm about 150 pages or so here into Best Served Cold by Joe Abercrombie. I really enjoyed this book as well. I've only read the first Law trilogy as well as The Heroes besides this, but Joe Abercrombie is on my little 2021 reading goals, so I do hope to get through some more of his works throughout the rest of this year, but so far I am definitely very much enjoying this work more than The Heroes, at least. I don't know about more than the first Law trilogy itself because I haven't finished this, but definitely packed a punch at the beginning. Like the prologue of this, which I was not expecting, which is shocking because I feel like at this point it's like, how else can you shock me? And then he learns how. So Best Served Cold right now is sitting at like a 4.5 read for me, but I'm very much in the beginning, so I have no idea how that will change by the end. I have also just started The Invisible Life of Addie Larue. I did read like the first couple of chapters, but then the audiobook for it was going to be available on Scribd starting on the 20th, which was yesterday. So I have just started this. I'm only like 50 pages in, but so far I can at least see what people are talking about with the beauty of the writing. I haven't gotten super far into the story just yet, but I've gotten far enough to at least get to the main point of what's going on. I'm trying to keep it a little spoiler free for those of you who do not know. Kirsten from the ReadingNymph actually put this really well for me because she forewarned me before I started reading this book that there's no action really, but that it's still just a very beautiful story. And I was actually very much expecting something like super action-packed just based on what I had heard from it, so I'm definitely glad that I knew that it wasn't like action-packed going into it, or else I think I would have been thrown off. But knowing that it's not supposed to be very action-packed has helped me with this story so far because it really is very intricately told, and I can certainly see what people are talking about with V.E. Schwab's writing style being so engaging and present. I have also finished up my little book to movie comparison for the Neverending story, so that video will be out next week. I just want to take any opportunity I ever can to talk about this book because I really do feel like this is a book that has been very sourly overshined by the movie, and when I first read it I was like, wow, they did a really good job, and then I did my little movie to book comparison and really started detailing some stuff, and I did some research on the author and found out some of his issues with the movie. I have some things to say, so be sure to keep an eye out for that video. It'll be out next week. I really enjoyed going through this this the way that I did because this story is just so good, and I really wish that more people would at least know about the book. So since I will definitely be finishing The Lost World this week, next week I'll be moving into a buddy read with Jashana for Interview with the Vampire. This was not even on my January TBR, and now I think I'm kind of on board with the idea of just not having a TBR in general, because booktubers understand mood reading, and I am understanding that I'm a mood reader, so I don't really like to set books that I think I'm going to read. Sometimes, but maybe sometimes not. All beside the point, I'm excited about reading this book with you next week, Jashana, because my roommate just gave it to me, and I just watched the movie, all these book to movies, oh my gosh. But I'm excited to see how the book compares, I guess, just from that as well, because The Vampire Lestat is the only book in this series that I've read, so I'm excited to read this one because I feel like it's pretty pivotal for the rest of the series. It's the Interview with the Vampire, you know what I mean? I will also be reading Winds of Strife by Gutman. The book was supposed to be here by now. I wanted to show it off, but it's not here yet, so you just get this little cover over here. Sorry, Uri. I promise I'll show it once I actually have it. I'm excited about that book. Uri's become one of my really good friends over on the Shelf Space Discord, as well as now on the Shelf Published In, and I'm excited to see his book because he's very excited about it. We've been talking a lot about it, and I really wish that I could show it to you right now, but we're all just gonna have to wait together. So that's gonna do me for this week. It is very strange that last month I was reading like 300 or 400 pages a day, and this month I've read like that amount within like 3 weeks, but it's fine. Slumps are good. I think I needed to have a little bit of a recharge break, and I've been doing some writing as well, so that's gonna be fun. And there's gonna be some writer videos next week, so I'm super excited about that, and I hope you are too. What are you all reading out there? Are you feeling slumpy at all, or did you get a little dose of inspiration from all the Christmas books that you got? I'm a little overwhelmed with all of those myself, because now I'm like, oh, there's so many books more that I have to read. But I'd love to hear all about your experiences down in the comments. In the meantime, I would love it if you would consider pressing that little subscribe button to join me for bookish and writerly and entertainment-y-esque content every Tuesday and Thursday, and sometimes Sunday, but over the next few weeks is probably just gonna be Tuesday and Thursday. So I hope all of your books are treating you well. I hope this day is treating you well, and I hope that you continue to have a life just as beautiful as you. See you next time. Bye.